Hey, best. Hey, gay people.
Hey, guys.
Hi, gay.
Hi, guys. We're back.
I'm Polly.
I'm Nicole.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
To Your Gay Bestie. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. Did you miss us?
I feel like every time we say that, it's a loaded question.
It's a lot going on.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Bryce episode.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of the feedback that we've been getting. I feel like all of the homies are like, I love this, but this is how it could be a little bit better, whatever. And honestly, that's community. That is community. If you don't have your homies telling you where you could do better,
then like, friends. Why are they even there? Like, as you can see, we've progressed. We have stands. Each episode, it's like Russian roulette over here. It's like you don't know what
you never know.
You never know what's in store with your gay bestie.
Literally.
Each episode, we're a wild card.
Yeah,
on the couch. 2 wild cards.
2 wild cards. Okay, tell me how you've been now.
I've been good. I feel like I've seen a lot of you. Well, like we've seen each other.
I'm sorry.
No, not a.
I've seen a lot of you, and I don't like what
Polly. No, I'm just kidding. We've hung out. I feel like a lot.
Yeah. I know. At one point, I was like, she's our literal roommate. She lives here.
I have lived here.
It's funny, like the past few dumps that you've done on Instagram, I'm like, it literally.
I was like, I'm literally just at Polly's house.
Eric and I were traveling a lot, so you would stay here and watch the baby.
Yeah, Mr. G.
Yeah, honestly, like
I love being
our
an
house
auntie.
is your house, to be honest.
And I appreciate the kindness.
One day we'll have Ghibli as a guest.
I know. One day.
One day he'll get out here and speak his piece.
I want to take him on a walk. I saw you with a leash the other day, and I was like,
"Oh my god!" I think he's just scared. Like he's so scared,
but he's like so curious.
Also, for context, my baby, aka my cat. Okay,
they're like, "You have a child?
When did
that happen?
You want to put your child on a leash? And
when did the child happen?
Honestly, maybe some of your children should be on leashes.
Also,
bitch.
I mean, I've seen them like back in the day, like. I used to be terrified that my mom would put me on like
a leash.
A leash. Like they had those kid leashes.
That was your fear?
Yes, because I was a rebel child.
Oh my god!
But like I would see I remember as a kid I would see the other kids like on like a little like harness.
No.
Yes, dude. Like on the harness, and they're like
insane.
So they can't like run freely in the grocery store.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell
I see
me
them
if you remember
now.
that because I remember.
I see them now, but I never saw them as a kid.
I saw them as a kid. I haven't seen them now.
But also, like, I grew up in Texas.
They're like
we were carrying guns at 4 years old. Like there was no like trying to have us be safe. Okay,
no, they were like
we were open carry and the preschool. Okay,
that's crazy.
We were fucking stand your ground at the preschool.
Oh, we've had like a lot going on.
Yeah,
we just celebrated your like birthday.
We have celebrated my birthday,
and I'm exhausted.
I know.
Virgo season is like a tranquilizer. Like it takes you out. And then the following month, it's like you're just recovering. I've been recovering.
I need to be induced into a coma right now. Because like
literally, I'm like I can't do anything.
So before like this portion of my life, I used to have only Gemini friends. Like only Gemini season, I'd be bankrupt. But even still, I'd be dragged in the mud. I would not be okay. And then now it feels like everybody has.
I'm fighting for my life.
We were talking about partyful links on the last one.
Literally,
so many partyful links, and now everybody keeps saying, "I thought you wanted no partyful links, Polly." And
they're literally like, "Polly's like no partyful links."
I am working on it.
It doesn't happen overnight, you guys.
Jesus,
you know what?
Yeah, change doesn't happen overnight.
Obviously, if it did, then we'd live in a different world. But yeah, your birthday. Do you want to tell the people? Like, it was so much fun.
It was really fun.
I love Virgos. But I'm glad Virgo season is over.
I literally was like, what did I fucking do?
Like, I'm like fighting for my life. I know. I was like, dude, you don't remember your own birthday.
No, I don't remember.
It was the martini, guys.
We did. Okay, Polly I was turning 31. And this year I was like, I just want to do something like chill. I literally was begging for my life.
Let me tell you, when someone says, I just want to, literally, you say this every year.
No, because I wanted to do nothing.
When people say, oh, I just wanted to be chill, it's never chill.
It's because my friends had a gun to my head. Like literally, okay. This was actually me. So the first weekend of September, I went out of town to go to my little emo festival with my sister. Yes, I went to Cincinnati, Ohio. Shout out Cincinnati. Literally, that's a sleeper state. No, Okay, first of all, when I booked my flights, didn't realize that Cincinnati was all the way over there. I thought Cincinnati's where like Montana
we need a map.
is.
Please, a map here.
If you didn't know, now you know. Cincinnati is literally
pointed
on the
East
map.
Coast. Now you're able to point it on a map.
Some may say it's in Ohio, and I didn't even know where Ohio was, but whatever.
Where's Ohio?
So that was a shit show. Never fly Frontier. If you fly,
oh my god,
Frontier,
you flew Frontier.
It was the only way to get there without like selling my ovaries. It wasn't.
I didn't know that you're a survivor of Frontier.
So I'm a survivor. I'm a hashtag survivor.
Whoa.
I was supposed to go from LAX to Vegas, and then I was supposed to go from Vegas to Cincinnati.
That did not happen.
My airplane, I already know. Yeah, my plane got fucking delayed. I think
it's giving mollywatch by the locations, the layovers.
Dude,
how did you even afford to have a carry-on?
Bro, okay, do you know
That's
like
what I want to know.
People say like if you feel sick, don't get on WebMD.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're flying Frontier, don't get on Reddit. Like, don't open the Reddit threads. Do not read about other people's
you didn't know about like how bad Frontier was.
But I was like,
I feel like it's worse than Spirit. Like,
I mean,
or maybe honestly, they're owned by the same.
I think it is worse than Spirit.
I want to say it's probably worse than Spirit.
Like, literally, I felt like I was gonna walk up to the gates and they were gonna be like, "You want to get on this plane? Fat $50." Like, it felt like
cash only.
It literally felt like
it's giving no Apple Pay.
It's giving Venmo my personal bank account.
It's giving or cash.
And the way that they like they take your bags and they shove it into that box thing in front of everyone.
To
be like your bag is too big. Like, that's literally like making you take your clothes off and judging your body in front of everybody. It's so embarrassing. And it's $100 for the next tier. To just carry your item on.
No.
It's insane.
No.
So then my flight was like delayed. I was like, how the fuck am I going to get from my second connecting flight to Cincinnati? So I get to Vegas and then I fucking down 8 Bud Lights at the Chili's in Vegas.
Oh my god, shout out
Chili's bar in the Vegas.
Okay, can we talk about
airport?
The most important establishment to ever exist is a Chili's.
Yeah.
Like,
she
absolutely
put some respect on her fucking name.
Respect on Chili's.
Like,
please.
We don't talk about how like you can get everything you want there.
They have literally everything. It's like, and it's so cheap. Like, you spend no money.
Frozen margarita. Okay, beautiful. You get a sampler platter of all of the greasy
$6.
foods. Amazing.
Amazing.
You get a game on a little
sticks?
iPad.
Oh my god. And they serve you with an iPad to play games on.
It's so crazy.
Like, what more can you want?
Literally.
They also have, I mean, like, what more can you want?
Yeah. So shout out to the Chili's in the Las Vegas airport. I was there for so long. And then
perfect place.
I had to like buy a whole fucking flight one way on Delta to Cincinnati.
Oh my god.
I didn't get there until 3 a.m. Actually, no, sorry. I got there 3 a.m. here. So it was 6 a.m. there. And then I had the whole fucking festival to go to the next day.
Do you see me trying to do like math
literally.
Right,
so I get there, sun's coming up. I'm like, what is going on here? I get there, my sister's already there. She's sleeping. Then the next day was really fun. My sister and I are very similar in what we like to do. So we love museums. Like, we went to this
you guys are so cute.
market. It was so cute. We went to this like market that's kind of like Grand Central Market here. The air was crisp. You could take
crisp air.
It was crisp air. And then you could take the free like little connector Metrolink thing. So we went to the Underground Railroad Freedom Museum.
Oh, wow.
Which, not sure that I would recommend if you're trying to fit it in between something whimsical and then a music festival.
You're like, you need to pick your lane.
Because we were like, oh, they're about to close, but I really wanted to go. Mm-hmm. Like, we both really wanted to go. So we run in. They're like, yeah, we have 30 minutes left. Like, we'll give you a discount to come in. I guess, like, the museum curator was there and was like, come with me. I'll show you the best part. Fast forward. We get a whole VIP private tour. But he takes us immediately to this slave pen.
Oh, hold on. You're losing me. Like, you're literally losing me.
Okay, right now. I literally show up. I'm like,
was this person white?
Yes. Fucking yes.
Like, oh my god, they're just like waiting for some POCs to walk into the museum. Yes.
And so like one second I'm having a beer with my sister having oysters at this like market. The second
you're like traumatized.
We're standing in a pen, and then he was like telling us about what was going on in there. So it's like one of the only two existing slave pens from the
Holocaust 1800s. When they have my God, the two lines.
Yes,
it's literally like that.
Dude, literally. Like so we're standing in there. There's like chains on the ground, and so he was like, "This was a real slave pen that they were like." And I was like, "We need to get out of here. We need to get." I was like,
"Need to get out."
It felt like something was sitting on my chest, and I was like looking at Izzy, and I was like, "We need to fucking go." It was wild. No. Like I thought we were gonna go learn some shit about like Miss Tubman. You know, I did learn about the Green Book, basically that was made for like Black folks to know what businesses you could go to if you're traveling around that were like black friendly that would serve you. And so I like that was what I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn things that like, you know, got the brain juices flowing.
Traumatized.
I did
Where
not
do we go to traumatize you?
Bro, what?
That's crazy.
And I appreciate like what they're doing because obviously like
I just feel like that's for the white people. I just not for I don't know. Like, I would the bad energy.
I would have just liked a choice in the matter. Like I wanted him to be like, "Would you want to learn?"
Them pulling you and be like, "This is the best." We were running of the museum, and they're in a slave.
We were sprinting through the museum, like following this guy. We're like, "Oh my God, where are we gonna fucking go?" Slave pen. Okay, perfect.
No,
I was
like, this is the best part of the museum. Slave pen,
dude. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It was like I love the museum. Wish we could save more time in there and just like to read and learn.
Yeah.
But we're like, okay, thank you so much. And then we went to the festival. And then we're like at the festival. That was like so random. But I got to see my favorite band right now in the moment. I feel like I've been posting them so much lately.
Who's your favorite band?
My favorite band right now is
on it.
Hot Mulligan, guys. When I say that from the depths of my heart. I say that from the inner Hot Topic manager.
Stop.
In the depths of my heart. But when it comes to like music, I feel like I'm a big lyrics person. So like to me, obviously it has to sound like musically appealing, but like it can be noise and it could be somebody's like alcoholic uncle screaming at the top of their lungs from the bottom of the basement. And if the lyrics are good, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, what? I will listen to this. Yeah, like the front bottoms, maybe not alcoholic, but
alcoholic drunk uncles screaming into the mic is Polly's favorite genre. Like what?
Like La Dispute, like it's giving
crickets.
It's giving like you never know when they're about to start screaming out of nowhere. Like that's literally
that sounds traumatizing to me, but
that's
each his own.
So whatever. We went to Cincinnati, we saw them. So then the next weekend was Alexa's wedding.
Yes.
Which I was a part of. So that in and of itself was crazy. I felt like I was getting married. Like I was like, wow, this is like crazy that
when you're like a guest of a wedding. It is kind of like,
really but not just a guest.
You were like in the like, weren't you in the bride?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was not just a guest. I was the bride.
I don't think she
I
am
actually married now. Just kidding. Yeah, but that was really. I mean, obviously, so fun. Like it was so fun. I was so happy to see her get married. But like that was a crazy weekend. Like my liver will never recover.
I don't
from
even
this
know how
this last month.
I would be scared to like look at your liver.
Yeah. Well, thankfully for you don't have to look at her. Please don't look at my liver.
It's giving scary hours.
And then from there, oh yeah, the next weekend after that was my actual birthday. Yeah. Which right before recording, I had to ask Nicole, what did we do for my birthday?
I literally was like, bitch, you were there. Were you not there? Doesn't remember her own birthday.
Some may say that I wasn't there.
I mean, you like actually.
How many martinis did I have?
I thought you had like 6 martinis.
I actually think I had 5 martinis.
Dude.
Which is a cry for help.
I think at dinner alone, everyone had like 3.
Yeah. For some reason, I think they wanted us to just not eat food and just drink alcohol.
I came to your birthday on an empty stomach.
Oh my God.
Like I literally was like, this is it's just alcohol.
Were you zooted and booted?
I was zooted after one drink. I'm like 1 sip. Yeah. Our waiter fully did not want us to eat food.
Yeah.
We were on a bread and martini diet for your birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was like a full
you have to
20
tell
people,
like
15 people. So the theme was bling ring.
Iconic.
Which I realized, unless you are stealing, how do you adhere to this theme? Unless you're actively committing a robbery, how do you? Because like, I just realized that it was just fucking like business casual. showing up to the club business casual.
No. I strongly disagree on that. I think everyone in the group that dressed, it was not giving business casual. It was like a mix between business Y2K casual. And like business casual.
Yeah. It was like a mix between business casual and also
But I felt like your outfit was like on the nail.
Mine was like the mom who's taking them to court. That was my outfit.
And then going to the club after.
Low-rise jeans. Like club it's the mom who's drinking a vodka soda in her mug in the car.
Totally. It's like, oh, we're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Full
like I need my mommy juice martini.
Yeah.
In my mug.
Martinis galore.
That's insane.
And then you didn't even like your martini, the one that you ordered.
No, when I order a martini, I want that shit dragged through the mud. I want there to be like, I want it to look like if somebody had not drank water for 27 days.
And that like feeling? Yes.
Like I want the brine to literally look like the urine of somebody who is dehydrated and about to die. Like, that's what I
You said I needed dry as a bone.
I was like, I need it dry. I need it filthy. Filthy.
I know. I'm like, that place, their martinis were not, it was like, okay.
Yeah. I think it's like more for like the experience. But then
we got no food. Like it took 45 minutes to get food, and we were all just drinking martinis. Yeah. Like we're on our third martini, no food.
No, literally. Oh, and then we went to the Dresden afterwards, which
was crazy.
One thing about me is that I have a Libra stellium, and I'm sure I've said this 45 times on the podcast already. So like
you always talk about your Libra stellium.
Yeah. Okay. And what? And so whenever I plan things, I just say things out loud, and whatever people say, yeah, that sounds fun. I'm like, hell yes, perfect.
Let's go.
So we show up to the Dresden, full jazz band.
Full jazz band. Full.
No, and that was fun if you were on a date or with one other person.
I think it was not meant for groups.
No.
And we had like 20 people like deep.
Yeah, we did.
And they had a live.
We were rolling with the LGBT. But that was fun. Somehow I managed to stay relatively not black out the entire night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't black out the entire night.
I actually did pretty good too. Wait, so going back to your birthday, you're now 31, you're out of the 30 hump.
Yeah.
Not that 30 is a hump, but like
it felt like a fucking hump.
30 dragged me through the fucking mud, then down to the train tracks, then back up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like gasping for air.
Your Saturn return was insane.
Yeah.
Like insane.
I'm like,
yeah. Like
we cannot even speak of her. I'm like, man, whatever I'm getting after must be like creme de la creme, you know, because I've been put through the pits of hell.
Yeah.
Before that,
I was like, damn, I think this girl is gonna come through it unscathed. Like I thought you weren't gonna be affected by your Saturn return at all.
No, I think that's like impossible. Anyone who has a Saturn, like you're toasted.
I feel like my Saturn return
how do you feel about yours? Like,
I feel like mine was a lot of like work stuff. Like
really?
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot of work things because I got my first job when I was 15, and I've always had a job. I've never not had a job. I've never like had a job where like it was unstable or something. Like I've always been able to like, you know, I've always been pretty financially stable for the most part. And the beginning of, I think I was like 27 or 28 is when I got that one job at that like tech recruiting company, because I was working at the really good first startup that I was working at. And then I left on my own accord because they were laying everybody off.
Yeah. And
so I just took the first thing that offered me something, and that turned out to be the worst job
idea ever.
And like it sucks because like there's this thing that happens in my life where like sometimes I make the wrong mistake, like the wrong choice. Like I choose the wrong path because I am like trying to preemptively save myself or protect myself from something. So I didn't want to be let go, right? I didn't want to be laid off. And so I took this job. Lo and behold, the people who stayed the longest before getting let go, they got like 6 months of severance. There were people flying over, like they were fucking jet setting because they got paid like 30 grand out. Isn't that insane?
That's insane.
Yeah. So unfortunately did not. Yeah. That's kind of like where I hit
the miss on that.
I really fucking did. So I would like say that that's kind of where my Saturn return started. And I think it's always been around, because what they say about Saturn return is like, it's the things that you've never felt like you've had that were never unstable for you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of sense.
Because the things that it's like the deepest things. And that's why it feels the hardest, is because we have never had to deal with that specific part of our life before. And like when I said that my job was bad, like it was toxic at the workplace, but then I was also driving to office 2 hours. No, driving from office, maybe cooked. Sometimes it would. Cooked. Yeah, I was driving from Long Beach to Bel Air. Who the fuck has a like office in Bel Air? Are you the Fresh Prince? Like, why would you go there?
Fresh Prince.
That's only if like somebody who is not from Los Angeles, so California.
Did you know that you were like?
I did know that, but I didn't realize it was going to take that long.
Okay.
To be honest,
you were like, oh, like it shouldn't be that long.
So that's like a testament to just me not planning well.
Yeah,
to be honest. So that's like what I mean, right now I'm in like a position where I really love my coworkers and stuff. And so like I am working a lot, but it's not always going to be like this. I like got my haircut from shout out Hera. And
we love her.
We love her. I got my haircut by her like 2 days ago. She was telling me about a podcast that she listened to where the person was like, I was like 24/7 working, to the point where like my family basically was like, if you're not working, can you come home for Christmas or something like that? It was like really bad.
The extreme.
And the person was just like, I just realized that this was the phase in my life where I had to put in the work like this. And that's where I kind of feel like I am right now. Not even just with work, but like with everything. I mean, I think it's easy to say, okay, I have to work a lot and I'm not going to do anything for the rest of my life outside of work, but I'm still trying to maintain.
No, we need like work-life balance.
Yeah. You know, my alarm, there are no days where I don't have an alarm set. I'm waking up at like 7:30 every morning and jumping into calls immediately at 8 o'clock.
Absolutely not.
Like, I just want a day where I can sleep the fuck in.
Yeah.
You know?
That day will come, Polly. Don't you worry.
I know. Like, I know it will.
And you won't be working weekends. And like,
yeah. But it's fine. It's okay. I love that we get to do this because it like gives me something to look forward to.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
It really is making me so thankful for the times that I get to like do my own thing. Like, yeah.
Now, you know, your birthday, the Saturn return. I want to like go like down the line of like, what have you learned?
Okay.
What have you hated?
Okay.
And then like, what have you loved?
J'adored. Okay, I think I've learned the most in the end of my 20s, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like, obviously a lot of it came to a head when I was 30, but like, I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned towards the end of my 20s, moving into my 30th year, was that like, I should have spent more time in my early 20s fucking it up. Like,
what do you mean?
Like trying to, just trying everything out. Trying this career path out, trying this thing out, trying that thing out.
Taking more risks?
Yes, in my career, to be honest. Because it's not to say that you have to be like career driven, like hustle culture, but like take that and harness it in a way that's like you should. Those are the times when I don't have so much writing on like my living situation, my bills. Obviously, you know, I don't have a mortgage or anything like that, but I wish I took more time to just be like, if I try this, I might fuck it up. Derogatory. I might not do well and it might not work for me, but I had one credit card bill to pay that was like $50 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do wish that I had like branched out and not just like let myself just do the things that made me comfortable. You kind of
like pigeonholed yourself into like
a
your
little
own,
bit. Yeah. That's how I felt. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's like that kind of the thing that I learned in my 30th year is that now I'm giving myself more grace to be like, okay, obviously we have to make these moves with like financial shit in mind, but like I still can make those quote unquote mistakes of like trying new things out.
Yeah.
Even if they don't work out, because at the end of the day, if we don't, then I'm just terrified of doing the same thing over and over for the rest of my life. You know? Because, like, you can always start over.
Yeah, literally.
You can always start over.
There's always, like, room to grow and learn.
It's never over.
Yeah.
It's never over.
We're constantly evolving. Hopefully, you're constantly evolving. And,
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing that I'm scared of is, like, the neural pathways that we build when we're, like, we're trying to break habits or we're trying to build new habits. Totally. You're not teaching yourself to try new things if you just get like do the same things over and over again. And like, what do I want to be in the same career like forever for the rest of my life? I have like 70 years left of my life.
Yeah.
And like we have the privilege that our parents didn't have of like being able to try new things and not like we don't have families where we have to, you know, provide for our children. Yeah, totally. And I need to remember that I have that opportunity.
Yeah.
And another thing that I've learned, and I probably alluded to this a little bit in one of the episodes, is that I don't really care. Like I am trying to still not care about what people think of me.
Yeah. Why do you remember we did talk about
I care what people think of me when, like, I want them to think that I'm a nice person and a kind person and that I am here for others. I don't care about what others' opinions are of me that are like derogatory.
Like the projections of you.
Yeah.
Idea of like who polli is based off of this one.
Exactly. Like I don't want
that they've seen or whatever.
I want them to judge me in a way of like holding me accountable to being like a good friend or like a good person in my community who is always trying to, you know, like strive for the better of every person in this world. But yeah, that's another big thing that I've learned is like just not give a fuck. One person is not going to like something. That doesn't mean that everybody's not going to like it, you know?
Yeah.
And I used to be like paralyzed by that.
Yeah.
By like, oh no, like, what do I look like? What do I seem like? You know?
Yeah.
And now I have a podcast, so.
Now there's a platform to fully
be cringe. Yeah.
Be so cringe. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was learned. What have you like hated?
Oh God. What have I hated?
What did you like guns blazing hated?
Oh fuck. I mean, I
know hate's kind of a strong word, but like maybe just I don't know if you don't want to say hated.
I think hated
discomfort or like disliked.
I think hated is I almost feel like almost like nihilism that comes with getting older of like feeling like does this all matter? And also all the bad things that we see all the time and like our political climate and like what's happening in real time of other spaces that we have a direct impact on. That's what I hate. Like I hate like waking up every morning and like it's balancing what am I supposed to do with my life versus all the bad shit that we see all the time. And it's like, what is the point of life? Yeah. So it's like, not only am I trying to figure out what I want to do in my life, but I'm also trying to figure out the meaning of life.
Oh my God.
And that's what I hated. And I also just feeling like you're helpless. That's another
that's
helpless and hopeless.
Yeah.
So not to be like dramatic, but yeah, that's
downer.
I know, but that's like what because people think people talk about like people don't talk about that, but we all go through it.
We all go through it. It's like the unconscious and silent thing that we all go through.
I think a lot of people are also in transition periods right now.
Oh, interesting.
Do you feel like that?
What do you mean? I need to like hear more about it.
Just like transitioning from like jobs or like trying to find other career paths or like you are like looking for a place to live. Like we're all moving. Everything feels like I
feel like a spiral right now.
Really?
Like, I feel like
I was gonna say I'm moving forward of a transition, and you're like a downward spiral.
I'm going downwards. I feel like a spiral just because I like had a huge loss. I lost kind of like
your foundation.
Yeah, like a foundation, and like it's like weird when that's like taken away from you.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of uncontrollable things that like you don't realize make you grounded.
Right, for sure.
So I feel like for me, like I'm like walking on like a tightrope, and like I could like fall at any given moment, even though like things are like I'm like looking forward to like moving out and stuff.
I'm sure you also have like some kind of PTSD from like at any moment something could happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because it's like the one thing I think most people attribute to like security and being grounded is your place of home.
Yeah.
And like if that's like taken away from you and it's like uncontrollable, like it can happen to any one of us.
Yeah.
And I think that's like also something I kind of struggle with, like moving out, getting my own place. And it's just like also I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck?
You wanted to make that decision on your own and not because there's like something crazy that happened.
Yeah. I feel like I'm kind of like making rash decisions, even though like more like forced decisions versus like
like on your own timeline.
Yeah, like it's definitely like not on my timeline.
Yeah,
and I'm just having to like adapt to all these like situations.
Yeah,
the arc of getting older also.
Yeah,
like, I feel like you feel and change so much harder.
It's dude, seriously,
like hard. Like it hits harder than like
that it used to for sure. I think also too like time does seem to be passing faster.
Like faster, like way faster.
But I think that I read somewhere that people are like, obviously time's not passing faster. It's just the way that we're spending our days. It's more cyclical. It's more Groundhog Day, where you're doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. And so, of course, the days are going to feel like they're just flying by because you're not doing like, if you're not doing monumental things.
I feel like because COVID happened, and we were stuck inside and like we weren't doing things.
Yeah.
And then now we're like thrusted into like, okay, we need to be like productive.
Oh my God.
And then we're not able to be productive because
like, I don't want to be productive anymore.
Yeah. Like
leave me alone.
But I feel like I like want somebody to like study this, but like I wonder if like we feel this way, like time moving faster because we had a stop in time. Like for so long, which is like uncharacteristic. So I want to know, like somebody, you know, a scientist or whatever, a brain, somebody, grad student,
a quantum physicist, like please reach out if you're watching.
Please write your paper on why we believe that time is moving faster.
I know the scholars are listening right now.
So if we have any scholars, any brain nerds, holler.
Okay. Well, that's what I was hating. That's what I was hating on in my late 20s and my 30th year. I was a big hater of that. And then the last thing was, what I loved. I loved feeling more financially stable. So all that work to say. So all that work to say that I'm rich and I'm rolling in dough. No, I'm just kidding. That like, it's not that. It's like that I used to have this mentality where I didn't give a fuck about money. Like I was just like, it's whatever, it's money. It's going to come and go. But I think because I felt that way about money, I just like, I felt more anxious about it because I was just like doing whatever. And now that I technically care a little bit more about it, quote unquote, about like saving and like all the shit, like I do feel like they don't tell you that people don't really start saving money until they're 30.
Well, yeah, because you start making money.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you were saving money
giving us as a salary that we got when we were in our 20s, like we wouldn't be.
But not even the salary. Like if you had the capability of saving money when you were younger, like as a 20-year-old, you probably had the financial privilege from like your family or something. And even if you didn't, you have to have like the financial literacy enough to know what to do. And I think that's another point of like financial privilege.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't learn about saving money until like my late 20s.
Oh yeah, 100%. So yeah, whatever. That's all to say is that like I love money. Just kidding.
I'm like, damn.
I love like feeling like I have more of a handle on things that I thought I couldn't control before. That, and then also I just love like the like friends and like community that I've cultivated in the past few years of my life. Like we've talked about this before, but I never thought that I was going to be able to find such a queer space in life. Yeah. Where I don't feel like the one that's like ostracized from anything, you know? Like it feels weird to like be in a group of people that isn't all gay.
Literally.
Which is so
sometimes I
crazy.
Really like forget
that people are not gay out here.
Until I'm like out in a different, like, I don't know, like on the west side or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit.
People really don't be gay out here.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Sorry. What the fuck? It's not okay.
I literally had like a brain fart.
It's okay.
I just had a live glitch.
Yeah.
No, it's not okay.
Honestly, I want to be heterophobic. I'm heterophobic now. But anyway.
Okay, so that's what you love.
That's what I loved.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, and I loved also cultivating. This is so fucking lame, but like knowing my body, it's just a lot about things that I thought that I wasn't able to control before, and now I'm like, I can't control my body for all that it is, but I can. I'm more diligent about exercising. I'm better about drinking less.
Yeah.
I know when I need to drink less. I'm more mindful. Yeah, it's giving mindful.
More mindful.
It's giving very, very cutesy and mindful.
Okay, cute. I love that. I will retweet.
Thank you.
I'm excited to
Thank you for retweeting.
Okay, so since we're like reflecting, talking about age, let's do like fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
So fuck, marry, kill 21.
Okay.
25 or 30.
Okay. I would fuck 21.
Hell yeah, because you're.
Cause what?
I was just gonna say because we were talking about body.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. When I was like, I don't think I'll ever be that skinny in my life ever again.
Literally. Yeah. No. Exactly. I would fuck 21.
Like, how do I get back to her?
But also, I would fuck 21 because I would do whatever I wanted. Like, if I wanted to go to Vegas for EDC tomorrow, I would call out of work and go.
Like, we did not care about anything.
No, we didn't care about anything. I was having fun and being hot.
And being,
yeah. Okay, so I lived with my aunt and my uncle at this time, and this was like my second year living in California. I lived in Carson.
Okay.
And they were angels, honestly, in my journey. They didn't make me pay rent. And I had a full-time job. I was a manager of Palm Beach Tan in Venice. I drove from Carson to Venice every day for work.
You're just a traveler.
Yeah.
Like Bel Air.
No, it was insane. Beach, and I think that's why I took that job, is because I was like, oh, Long Beach to Bel Air, that can't be bad. Like, I used to drive like that, you know?
Yeah.
But every day was insane. But yeah, so they didn't make me pay rent. I was working 40 hours a week. I was making like $12 an hour, but I was making commission too.
Yeah, still like.
Yeah. So I was like making pretty good money. Like, it wasn't terrible. And so for that time. So like, I just did whatever I wanted. I was music festival back to back. It was crazy. And I was just like always hanging out with my friends. Like, I just like, that's just like hot and sexy way to live.
Yeah.
Like just doing whatever you want.
Doing whatever you want. Going to see whoever you wanted to see.
Yeah.
And you're always somehow surrounded by friends.
Exactly.
That are like also down.
Exactly.
And like 21 was kind of beautiful.
It was beautiful. That was finally when I started to make friends in California. And they were like quality friends like that I people. Was actually, like, yeah.
So you would fuck 21. Okay.
I would fuck 21. I don't know. Because like, kill is a harsh word for how I feel about the other two, I guess.
25 and 30.
Because like, I did have, 25 I would kill. 25 I would kill, bro. What were you going to say?
No, I was just thinking. I was like, I think I would kill 30 for myself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
totally.
Because also like,
I would if I were you, 30, I would say that.
Kill 30.
That means that
I'm like,
you're 30 right now.
I know. Yeah, I'm 30 right now and I want to kill 30. Like straight up.
So 25 was really fun because I was like living with Alexa and my old roommate Bree, and like we would just do whatever we wanted still. But I would kill 25 because I got so humbled by this like relationship that I was in. / was it a situationship? Because it didn't even last a full year, but it rocked me. That was a point in my life where I think I was like, I need to break cycles.
Like hard I need to break
cycles because between 14 and 25, I was never single. I was never single for more than like 6 weeks, I would say. Maybe even 6 days. Like, I don't fucking know. Like,
that's crazy.
Because I went from like dating this guy, the really like bad one, when I was 21.
So from 21 to 25, you were dating your toxic ex?
No, I was 19 to 23, I think. And then 23 is when I started dating my first girlfriend. And it was a month after my ex.
Okay, so that's why they're like combined. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it wasn't combined. It was a month.
But I know, but you went back to back dating extremely toxic people.
Full,
relationships. Yeah, like that.
And then there was a day in between.
Bitch. Not a day.
I'm not confessing this right now. There was like...
I don't think I know this, guys.
Really?
Wait, I don't think you've told me this. Continue.
Okay, there was like... So okay, let me preface that I am not a cheater. I am not a cheater.
Are you a part of the mistress club?
I'm not a cheating ass bitch. I think I am. Okay. This is what happened. So I was working with my last ex or whatever at a company that we should not name. And I was dating my girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then, so I already knew my ex, like we were friends. But like with my girlfriend that I dated, like it was bad from like the third date. And we had dated for a whole year, okay? That was so bad.
It's crazy to know on the third date.
Yeah, that
you're like,
I tried breaking up with
literally
her.
Gonna ruin my life.
Yeah, I tried breaking up with her.
And then a year later, you break up.
Yeah.
And you were trying to get out on the third date.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So basically, I was like friends with him. And then one night we were drinking and I was like, what's going on here? I was bold. Okay. And so we basically like told each other. Sure. But I had already tried breaking up with her many times before that.
Well,
so
yeah,
it was
she's
like,
crazy.
It was like a lifeboat situation where it was like, okay, this next situation is kind of like gonna get me out of the bad thing that I'm in right now, the sinking
it's
ship.
The domino,
yes,
the sneaky link that's gonna get you out of
it's
out of the toxic relationship.
No, not the sneaky link lifeboat. Okay,
you needed a lifeline, and he was your lifeline.
So then I ended up falling for my lifeline.
You said.
It was embarrassing as hell.
You said, I need a life alert right now. That
shit was fucking humbling as fuck.
Please.
So then I literally like went directly into that relationship. I think we lasted for like 10 months, 11 months. And then it just like ended not great. And then that was like my sign from the universe to be like, I need to stop.
Yeah.
Like I need to stop repeating these patterns. I remember there was a test where like this person did I tell you this?
No.
This person that very closely resembled him. Like too many similarities where like they looked very similar, whatever. And I was just like, no, like I cannot. Like it was like right after we broke up too. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I can't do this. So I said no, sorry, like blah blah blah. I kind of like skirted that situation. I did try to set something up like when I was ready to date, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
And so whatever, fine. That's the universe telling me it's like not right. And so then I was single for like a year and a half. I was like dating people. Some of them I dated.
You were actually single.
Yeah. Some of them I was like seeing them with the intentions of like if something happened and I found the right person, you would
like commit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
I was seeing this guy right before Erica. Like right before we went on a few dates together. And I did like him, but then at the end I was like, okay. We might have to
dating
cut this
with
out.
Polly.
We might have to cut this out, but like he lived at home still fine, but he had never moved out in his life.
Oh, red flag.
Yeah, like he'd never moved out in his life, and he's never had a girlfriend. And we were the same age.
Double whammy.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
You dodged an atomic bomb. That's crazy.
So, but then we were like kind of seeing each other, whatever. Like I never really thought that was serious. And then it was whenever I was like, fuck it. Like I'm not going to really try to date anyone anymore that I matched with Erica on Hinge.
So that's what I need to do.
It's the moment that it's kind of like when you're looking for your keys.
Yeah.
I need my fucking keys right this moment. You're never going to find them.
Crazy.
And then you're like released into the universe like, oh, okay, like, fine. Whatever. Like it's fine. Then you find them.
Yeah.
It happens all the time with me. Like whatever you need in that moment, if you try so fucking hard to find it and it's not your moment to find it, the universe will tell you. Yeah. And it will feel like you're running into a wall 24/7.
I feel that.
So that's dating with Polly.
Dating with Polly 101.
So yeah, and then I would marry 30, and I'm happy to say that.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was just like a learning curve, you know? Everybody has to learn somehow. And I think too, what you were saying about like feeling like you weren't making these decisions, like life was making them for you.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like when I first got kicked out of my house and moved here, because I didn't have like the choice of not living in my house anymore, but I did have the choice of where I was going to go next. And so I feel like that's whenever big changes happen in my life, it's always like everything changes, you know?
I retweet you on that.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's an earth sign thing, because I feel like everything happens all at once.
Well, it's interesting that we're both have prevalent Capricorn and also Sagittarius. So that's a little about me.
Are you looking forward to like anything in your 31st
I'm looking forward to
year?
nothing. Nothing.
I know. I was like, what are you excited about? What's going on?
Well, my 31st year, I'm excited to start finding ways to like, I know what I want in my life. Mm-hmm. I know what that looks like. And I'm excited to start finding ways to achieve those goals, like work-life balance. Like the way that I would, you know, go forward with that is like creating boundaries that I have probably not set before.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. Nervous for sure. But I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately, like where I just feel like things are really difficult. Mm-hmm. Granted, it's my first month in my 31st year. But my therapist was telling me, and I had to like schedule an emergency therapy appointment with her the other day.
Oh my God. Bitch, what?
Yeah. But my therapist was like, that's a sign of good mental health. If you know that you need to talk to somebody in the moment when you need to talk to them, that's a sign of good mental health. Because I was like, my mental health is terrible right now. She's like, no, like you have the wherewithal to be like, okay, this is what I need in the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Which a lot of people.
Dang, that's beautiful.
A lot of y'all can't say that. I'm just kidding.
Specifically in the L department. The girlies are unwell.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to like make my next move in whatever it will look like. You know, it's getting clearer and clearer to me.
Like you feel like more like in control of the direction. Like whatever you're doing now, you kind of have more of a like base and control of like where you're going.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I'm not working from net zero. Like I have some savings saved up. Like I have a good job right now. Like whatever is going to come to me or like what I bring myself to, like it's not going to be from a place of like doggy paddling. Yeah. I'll actually be moving forward.
Like scarcity mindset.
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly. So that's what I'm excited about. And I'm excited about playing a lot of Mancala.
We haven't played together yet.
I know. I've been playing Mancala like it's my fucking job, bitch.
Can we play today?
You want to play today after this? Okay, let's fucking do it. Yeah. But yeah, that's a little about me.
Okay, love. I think that's a perfect end to this episode.
Absolutely. So thanks for being here while we walked through the last few years of my life. And I hope you keep listening.
Chat soon. Enter the chat.
If you made it here, say Polly Godspeed for your 31st year.
Literally.
In the chat.
I'm like, please actually pray for me.
And if you made it here, pray for Nicole.
I need prayers that I make it to the next year. Please.
She will.
Love you guys.
Love you.
And talk to you soon.
Bye.